What's going on, everybody? My name is Steven. You're watching Foul Air Gun Channel. Y'all check this out. I posted a video the other day on my Umarex Fusion 2 in 22 caliber here, and I was just playing around and loading some round ball into the end of this thing. Like back in the old days, if you ran around with your Daisy or what have you, you loaded multiple BBs in that thing. I know you did, because I used to. Anyways, but it really wasn't quite efficient. You know, it was kind of fun, but it was terribly inaccurate and low powered. Well, this is like the adult version of that, okay? And I think that's why so many people really enjoyed the video. Now, you'll notice some upgrades here that I have done to this in the meantime. Extended the barrel shroud all the way out to the end of the barrel. Also added this muzzle brake, which is fantastic, especially when you put a little squirted WD-40 in there. You can really see it working, functioning very well. We are at about 2,600 PSI. We are shooting almost 500 feet per second with this now. So that's putting out quite a bit of energy. That's 130 grains at almost 500 feet per second. That is, I believe it was like 54, 55 foot-pounds of energy, somewhere right around that area. Could be wrong, double check me if you would. The buttstock I added on an adapter here, and it is fully adjustable, and it works very well. I really like it. Actually, I was very surprised when I hacked the end off of this thing, and I just held that original piece of the buttstock in my hand, and it was heavy. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculously heavy. So this took quite a bit. I would dare to say a pound or more off of that. I mean, it was pretty ridiculous. Anyways, guys, we're chopped up. We are powered up, 2,600 PSI. We're about to shoot us a couple different distances here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot us a group out here at 25 yards, which is where I feel like it's pretty much losing its accuracy at 25 yards. We're going to shoot a group at 20 yards. We're going to shoot a group right here at 15 yards. We're going to shoot some things right here at 15 yards just to show you some power, some fun with it. And maybe shoot out to 40 just to show you that it's still capable, mess around a little bit. But let's get into it, guys. We're going to have some fun with this one. All right, here we are with the beginning of our testing here. We're just going to have us a little bit of fun. Just remember, this video is entirely just for fun. That's all it is. So just simple as this. This would be much faster and easier if I had a single shot tray here, but I do not. I'm able to probe each of these round balls into the rifling, so it loads well. I don't have to worry about it falling out into the breech or anything, so that's just fantastic. Alright, so we're going to shoot this first group here, two groups, 25 yards. And this is just for show here. Alright, here's our first shot. I feel like that one really just hit a little bit lighter than most of them have been hitting. It seemed like it didn't really have quite as much air going. I may have aired up a bit too much on that first one there. So that's okay, not a big deal. Almost there. Yeah, it's not super convenient, you know, to have to sit out here and load them over and over again. I'm dying to see a really effective air shotgun. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go far left side of the board, and I'm just gonna hold a little bit more up, and we'll see what kind of group we get. Now, that was a lot better, and because you can see clearly, see, I was holding a little bit lower on the reticle there for my stadia lines, and the group traveled much faster that time and grouped much higher and much better. And that's probably due to the fact that I over-aired the gun slightly. So let's do this. Let's take one more shot at it here. So we can really get an idea of what it's doing out there at 25 yards. And this is just for fun. You got to remember that. It's totally something that you wouldn't do traditionally, you know. But I say that if you ever really were young and running around in the woods and what have you, with your pellet gun or your BB gun, you probably did this at some point. So no real shame on me. Alright, let's try, I'm going to try again for the target on the right side here, and we'll see what we get. There we go. Now that's much more acceptable. So that kind of gives you a much more clear idea of, and you can see this thing is very, very conservative for air. So we were at 26, maybe it was like 20, closer to 27 on that, being a little bit more lock on that valve, too much back pressure on the valve. But you can see right there, and we'll shoot this thing down. We'll get about, you know, maybe about 6 to 7, I think maybe even 8 rounds of being able to shoot this here. So we're gonna sling a lot of these round balls real quick. Let's go shoot at a little bit closer distance. I am rather rough on this gun because that's kind of how I built it to be. I think that the idea that I'm really working for is rigid, tough air guns, you know, that can be a little more comparable. Something you can actually take out into the field, you know. That's what I'd like to see. Compact, accurate. All right, here we go. We are now at a closer 20-ish yards here. We're just gonna give it one shot on this one here and see what happens. And I'm actually gonna just hold, I'm gonna hold straight on here since 15. This is the first time I ever shot at 20 here in between. So at 15, it's pretty tight group, really tight. So I feel like 20, it's still gonna be pretty tight and not much drop. So I'm gonna just pretty much give it a straight on here, dead center aim, and we'll see what happens. Man, oh man, yeah, still good right there. All right, let's back it up now to 15 yards. I'm gonna shoot you a group right here at 15 yards, and then we're gonna get to destroying some stuff. Okay, here we go. Loading up for now. This is our, what do we do? 3, 4, we've shot now 4 times. All right, 8 shot, here we go. So we are back here at 15 yards, and I'm just gonna plant one right there towards the head on this silhouette. Okay, now this is why I get really excited and why I really like doing this, because this is how I even, you know, came across this in the first place, was just shooting it right here at 15. And at 15 yards, hey, that right there is a pretty tight group. You know, you're talking about like a 2-3 inch group roughly right here at 15 yards, and that has quite a bit of power on it. Hey, while we're at it real quick, let's go ahead and load back up one more time, and let's go ahead and shoot that lead plate right there on the ground, and see if we can't get that lead plate on camera, and we can go look at some of that power down there. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and hit that lead plate one time. All right, nice. I didn't really hear anything flying off of it, so I wonder if all of it pretty much impacted and stuck in. Let's see if it's all buried in there. Okay, so we just shot this silhouette here. Now you can see right there, that's a pretty tight group. Look at it, you can almost about cover that with your thumb. So like I said, it's about 2 inch spread or so right here at 15 yards. And then we came down here and we hit the lead plate too. And look at that, look at that one there. Is just wedged right on down in there real nice, and you can see it still kept a nice tight pattern. And I don't see any of them really stuck in there other than this one. This one obviously really wedged itself, which if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe that there might even been one more trailing behind that one that just gave it that extra push. Now here's some of that lead ball right here when it hits the target. Okay, now I got some stuff we're gonna shoot right here. That's gonna be real fun. Okay, let's go ahead and shoot our first target here. So our first target is, you gotta remember to eat the chicken, right? Chicken's important. You gotta have your chicken. Yeah, that's right. Took that guy out. Don't forget to have you a nice cold drink with that chicken while you're at it. I wonder if we're accurate enough to shoot an orange off the top of a soda with this standing up. Let's have a look. How about that? Let's go ahead and finish it off and see if we can destroy us another soda here. And for the soda, huh? There we go. Don't take long. All right, what about just the orange standing up? Don't take long. All right, so I wonder now if I got us a can set up out there at 40 yards, and I wonder if we can get a shot on a can at 40 yards. Let's give it a try. How you like that? First shot. That was nice, and it has some power on it. All right, I'm not gonna lie, now I'm starting to get a little bit tired from all the back and forth down the range filming this. I have other things to do today. Come here, you. Okay, so I have right here the infamous banana. We're gonna take this banana out real quick and then wrap it up. Okay, so there's our banana. Let's just go one more. We are all on the same fill here, guys. So we are just now at like 20. I apologize. We're at 2,000 psi now. So we are right at the bottom of the tank here from where I like to shoot. 2,000, and then I air it back up. Come here, you. Trying to hide in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna load a 12 shot. It hasn't gotten any harder to breach these pellets, or these round balls, so they must be loading in okay. Just out of curiosity, let's see what it does. 2,000 psi with 12 shot here. I'm gonna go directly in the center of the little pig silhouette. And that's a big old spread right there for 12 shot. Still, that's fantastic 12 shot right there. You see the way it swung that silhouette too. That's some good power on it. So yeah, let me show this to you real quick. This is the Umarex Fusion 2. Now it's just a prototype, something I've just been hacking up and modifying and messing with here. So it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but nonetheless, it is extremely functional, and I really like it. I really like it, especially with this this new buttstock on here. Like I said, it just chopped off a huge amount of weight, so nice, really good job on that. 88 gram CO2 cartridge converted for the PCP. You know, I got the muzzle brake on the end, and I did say I was going to show you all that. So actually, while I remember, because I actually have the WD-40 with me here, so I can just show you right now. And what would be the purpose of a muzzle brake on an air gun, you'd say? Well, actually, come to find out, it's a really good thing, especially with the air guns. And only can make so much sense by explaining it to you like this. As the projectile comes out of the end here, you're getting a huge amount of turbulence that's following behind it. That's from the air that's continuing to push it as it's exiting the barrel. So with that being the case, when it hits the muzzle brake here and it disperses the air in numerous directions here, which is the point of the muzzle brake here, down and out and away from the optic up top. Yeah, you can tell that it really does what it needs to do. So I'm just going to kind of slightly point this above the camera here, and you can just watch it for yourself. Hopefully that didn't just completely cover my screen. I don't believe it did. I think we're good to go. Anyways, so you can see there, and I'll try to slow that down for you, but you can just see that the vapors and stuff will all disperse, and what that does is that's allowing the projectile to move once it's exited the barrel, unobstructed by the turbulence in the air as much that could be following it. So yes, the muzzle brakes do work. Now it is, you know, noisier. It's a little bit more concerning on the ears and things like that, but not a huge deal. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm going to wrap it up because I'm going to get my kids to the park. I'm going to get out and do something other than just being stuck up here all day. I am having a lot of fun with this, and I'm glad that Pyramid Air came through, placed an order, and I got these round balls in from Pyramid Air, you know, just within a few days. So really excited about that. Glad to be back in action shooting that. Anyways, there you go, Umarex Fusion 2. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot to mention this. So This does shoot pellets. I apologize for the traffic. Everybody's going to Watauga Lake because it's beautiful outside, so I got to get going myself. That is absolutely shooting a 34 grain pellet right now, a beast of a 22 caliber pellet at 40 yards and making some really sweet accuracy. Out at, like, it gets a little more finicky with the ammunition and stuff with the barrel out past like 55 yards, but 40 yards and in, it's fantastic. It's really slinging a really big pellet at phenomenal velocity, so super duper fun. You're gonna see a lot more of that rifle. I actually have a magazine that works well with it. Actually, here it is in my pocket here now, and it is loaded up with those big old 34 grain pellets there. And you'll see me in a video here shortly, I'm sure, once I get more time, come out here and it's nice, and shoot you some groups with just the pellets out of it, so you can see it as it is as a gun. Because again, this video is just strictly just messing around, just having a little bit of fun. I was just really surprised at how many people they really enjoyed seeing the video. They gave it a lot of thumbs up, a lot of comments. I'm glad for the interaction. So if you enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like this, subscribe. And yeah, I'm gonna crank out more videos, guys, so be looking out for them. As always, I'll see you on the next one.